Hello and a very good evening. I am Ankit Chaudhary and I would like to welcome all of you to yet another episode of Where It Goes, a one of its kind live talk show where we try to explore answers from various industry professionals about the current scenarios and where do we go from here. At the same time, we try our bit to learn from these experts and the experience that they share with us. Over the last 3 weeks and 12 episodes, we met and discussed scenarios across various industries. In fact, in our previous episode, Mr. Shantan helped us with the fact that we need to adapt. Only the businesses and individuals who will adapt to the new forms will probably survive. The rest may not. Change is essential and mandatory for the survival of business today. Also, in all our previous conversations, we have discussed that one of the major shifts that all businesses will face is going digital. And India as a country has normally been very resistant towards new technologies and new methods when it comes to their businesses. Whether it's the admission process of schools or lead generation for sales, even retail and industrial supplies, the farmers and poultry alike all will be required to go online. So it only made sense to us to ask someone who was at the forefront in helping these sectors drive the change. Our guest today, Mr. Gaurav Sharma, is the CEO at CTD World. CTD World is a Noida-based digital agency supporting clients not only across the nation but globally. So let's get in conversation with Gaurav and see where it goes. Hi Gaurav, welcome to the
Hello.
show.
Hi. Hi, Ankit. Thank you so much. How are
Thank
you?
you so much for being a part of the show. I'm doing good. How are you? I've heard Delhi and Noida are slightly better now compared to where we are sitting in Mumbai.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I hope this bad time will very soon over.
Right. So, did you guys start your office as well today or
Yeah.
not? You guys still at home?
No,
Because
we
I
are
think in
basically
Delhi,
working from home only.
right. So
Yeah.
that's nice. So
Yeah.
I'll start with my
Yeah.
concept of work from home itself. Like so many
Mm-hmm.
companies have started working from home, especially the IT companies who were all the time working on systems. There are a lot of discussions
Mm-hmm.
on working from home affects productivity, and people at times are working
Mm-hmm.
more than the regular hours. How has been things with your
Mm-hmm.
team when it comes to work from home? Have things been better, not better, productivity wise? How things are?
So I would say yes, the productivity have been increased. Initially, we face as in company initial level, you will face issues like how would you be tracking your employees. So this was my major concern, and then how they will engage. So just like I follow one approach: engage, engage, engage. So every time when we face any difficulty, we were just having a group conversation over the all the digital media and the tracking of employees. We installed the track screenshots over their system so that the security of the data we can also track with our clients, because they are at that position. They will be thinking how the team is working, are they
Hmm.
consuming their hours. So
Hmm.
everyone agreed, everyone appreciated and engaged the employees and the clients, and then the productivity has also been increased. Now they have the time with their family members, they spend the time and they also do their work. So we shifted a bit time according to them. So if an employee is comfortable at 12 to 9, then it's most welcome for them. If an employee is well for 3 to 12, so it's everything was possible, because in the office hours you have to stay 9 to 6
Correct.
because of the circumstances in the if you are working on some
Right.
office location. But this is the beauty of like remote working, so I'm enjoying this.
Right. You surely is enjoying for the audience and everyone. Heartily congratulations to Gaurav. He's recently become a father. So I'm sure you're having a lovely time at work from home. Uh, but
Yeah,
apart from
right,
that,
right. Thank you.
thank you. So, extending my question further, do you think in the
Mhm.
coming future, work from home as
Mhm.
a culture will increase, or do you think it's only a temporary thing that is happening right now?
Just like last week when Twitter CEO said that like we are going for forever work from home, and then Microsoft and the Accenture, TCS all started to come. So now definitely this will become a common practice for work from home, and eventually the startups and any organizations which are evolving up, they need to adapt for it. And yes, I agree that like I can say that 70% plus companies would be in work from home mode in, let's say, 3 to 6 months, and it's a very quick time where they need to adapt. And this is like in the last interview which I checked of Ratan Tata, where he said that the companies who will adapt quickly and they innovate, those will only excel. And he gave a beautiful example of 2008 recession, when those companies like Slack and WhatsApp, they just get at the top of the site. And this is again an opportunity for the young entrepreneurs that like use this opportunity and do innovations and come out of the picture by helping the customers, the pain areas where they are facing, like the digital sector. I would say that like even a small juice vendor, they contacted us for the same, that like just create a mobile application for them. So this is where we are going towards. Those guys never thought that their juice will get order from their mobile application. So
Mobile
this
app.
is something I can see the encouragement in people.
No, that's an amazing point about these clients and the kind of challenges. But before I come to that, I have one more question as extension from work from home. You mentioned about
Mhm.
challenges that you face when you're working from home in terms of tracking the team, tracking the hours, and the productivity. So when these bigger companies like Microsoft,
Correct.
and so they
Correct.
definitely must be having their own tools to track the performance, and they have been doing also work from home for a certain percentage of employees earlier. But the new startups or the companies who have
Correct.
never done work from home, say media companies, or say for
Right.
example manufacturing units, the offices there. Say for example companies like
Mhm.
Tata Steel, for example, they probably do everything in their factories. So when these companies move to work from home,
Mhm.
how do they,
Mhm.
how can they handle these challenges? What all things they need to take care? If something you can point out.
Mhm. Sure, definitely. So in the manufacturing and automobile sector, I would say there is a problem, because when we are working with those clients, like one of the Asia second largest organization, I would say SSWL, which we are working with them also. So in that, like they also faced a very big issue right now, that how they will work. Because they are about to come to the office. So now what they are doing is like they are engaging they are training, they are upskilling their employees over the during the lockdown period. Their management involved with them, that how you can use this system. And some of the systems were also means like shared with them at their home places. And most of the things now they are in the mode of automation, that how quickly we can do those things. So they are internally doing a lots of things. But yes, there is a big pressure, especially on the manufacturing automobile sector. I would say they are in a very huge pressure. Airline sector as well. But this is all about how quickly they will adopt it, quickly they will automate their all software things, and how they can engage with their workforces. So definitely they need to work internally at that level by providing the resources to them.
Right. Before I move to my next segment, I'll quickly take one question which is related to what we are talking. Anushka is saying work from home doesn't give you
Okay.
the kind of atmosphere which we have at offices. How do you overcome that challenge?
Mhm. Yeah, that is a means like one question when I discussed last week with internal team members as well, that how you're responding. Sometimes the like in India, like mummy say ki wo sabzi le aaye le aaye, and they are doing something. So they did, and also the meetings, the virtual meetings right now it's happening. But when you have a face to face meeting, you learn a lot. Definitely you engage with your peer members as well. But yes, now they are quickly adapting it by having because this is something they need to make a habit. Eventually it will take time, but then they will be very used to it. And this is something we really need to do it. We don't have much options toward it. Even if we try, few of the employees like 30% try to come at the office, but still we will be at a risk. And IT sector
Right.
is somewhere I would say that yes, the work can be done. Just we need to focus on the security of the data. Because if we are employed in European country, similarly something that need to be for a global region, where we the how the data would be saved in the database, how the security will be handled. This is something now the big countries need to come up together and have to work on it. This would be
Right.
the biggest challenge. And yes, the employees would definitely, as she said, that it will take time, but definitely they don't have much option. They need to really adapt it. They need to ask the HR as well that how activities, virtual activities can take place. Like Friday, they can have a show in which all employees come up and they just play the game around. And this is where the small activities can be happen.
Great. Uh, I have a compliment for you which says true CEO from heart from Rakesh Upadhyay.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So I'll quickly move to my next segment of
Uh-huh.
questions where I want to understand from the business
Uh-huh.
point of view. So now that things are changing and from marketing to sales to daily operations, which were a lot
Mhm.
physical earlier, are trying to become digital. So as you said
Mhm.
about that juice vendor who is coming and asking for a mobile app. So what are
Mhm.
these changes that you are facing as queries from your customers that let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and I'm sure some of the queries might must be very weird or something which is impractical. There are a lot of clients who don't
Correct,
really
correct,
understand this. So what are these
correct.
queries? What are these businesses trying to look at now? So how do you see these businesses changing in what format according to you? Because you are seeing all the businesses together, right? So how are these things
Right, right.
coming to you?
So first of all, what thing need to be done is like whenever uh, we are approached by the different vendor, let's say the juice vendor when they approach, because this is something that area which I didn't expected that they will come to me and they will ask that we are facing trouble, how we can automate our business. So the main challenge is the delivery, because the customers are not coming to their physical shops and they want a digital platform in which their products get listed and they can be through an e-commerce platform they get purchased. So we create a basic question immediately that what are the basic business pain areas for them initially and after the COVID, because before COVID and after COVID there is situation is completely different. So every business has more problems have been occurred due to that. And
Right.
then we are analyzing those problems, and according to them we are not just giving the solution for a 2 years immediate solution what can be done so that they can quickly start cash flow their business. So we have already in, like, we working on the e-commerce platform from a long years back. So we have the structure ready, so we just provide them a basic structure in which they can list out their products and then they can do their e-commerce activities. They can manage their orders, they can manage their inventories, because this is the main challenges which they because they don't know that how because when a customer is purchasing something, they want everything in a very quick second. And the
Right.
vendor, the business like a juice shop, do they have the all inventory available with them? So these all questions we need to ask with them, how they will inventory would be managed. We need to quickly go into their shoes to understand better their business, and then we provide the best platform for them. And this is something when we were saying about 2 to 3 years back, like IT sector, the digital things would happening, but now the people have understand the thing that why this skill would be required. And tell you, Ankit, that in the future, like the coding skill would be the most pay job, I would say, because right now every business is going digital. So so if we will be very quickly adapting to learning the new skills, let's say artificial intelligence, the Python, which are in the market, they would be at a very like high pay skill. I'm sure that most of the people must have lost their job, but if we can utilize this time and we can be very good once this COVID situation will be over, then they can apply for the job, because this situation will not be permanent. The time will
Right.
definitely pass, and then you
Right.
have then your skills like this would be into the picture, and the digital marketing skill as well. Because most of the business initially, they were thinking, okay, social media marketing is a simple thing, but right now they know that every consumer is right now using mobile applications, mobile. They now get to know the value of like Instagram, Facebook posts. They are checking out the posts, they are checking the
Mhm.
offers and all. So everything what the plan was IT, it's going right now as per them.
Right. But I have a related question to that. While a lot
Yeah.
of businesses now want to go digital and want to have an online presence or application or
Hmm.
e-commerce, Do you think India as a country overall, with its current
Mm-hmm.
infrastructure and the current mindset, is ready for this kind of sudden change that will go through the entire business altogether? Do you think, as in terms of both infrastructure and mindset, because Indians are the slowest to learn at times when it comes to change, and we have seen in the past. So, what do you think about that?
I would say now the situation have been totally changed, because if a juice vendor can call you and he can look for the digital service, I can see that like Indians are definitely means like now keen to do something. Even one guy who was when I go to for the barber shop, he called me. He has my number. That what should I do in digital to do something. So this is something I'm getting inquiries about the Indians, that like now they are worried about it. And definitely I think that Indians are definitely a slow mover, but right now they don't have any options. They need to quickly adapt to this.
They have
Otherwise,
to do
like
it. There is no
other
option.
countries, there is no
They
option,
have to.
because you can see
There's no
that
option.
like yeah, the China is an example. The outbreak happened, and right now they are moving everything fine. So this is something India have to do better.
Right. I'll quickly come to my next question, which is also an audience question. I had this question with
Okay.
me as the next segment, which says, has COVID increased competition in your business since everything is going digital? So you must
Yeah.
be having a lot more competition because a lot more agencies coming up and things like that. Is that happening?
Uh, I won't say the competition, because basically what for me is like I always prefer for a collaboration rather than a competition. So when we are working with several IT companies in like Noida and Delhi, so I'm not competition with them. So we all engage, we share the resources, we share the strategies, we share the plan, not the clients, but just we share the strategies. So that is something every company get a different segments of clients. And right now I won't say competition, because every organization is getting the new clients. They So every means like I won't say that it's a competition. I would say yes, more inquiries are coming for the organization. And definitely for me the sales have been increased during the COVID.
That's amazing. At least someone is doing better business in COVID. That's a happy thing to know. Uh,
Yeah.
but again, my question relates to this. So, since we have more business at your end, and so no one actually imagined, say, in February that this is gonna come and suddenly we'll have a lot of business and stuff. So, are your teams also in more pressure because there's no more work to be done? How did you handle that part?
See, right now, because I didn't face the situation of the less work in during this phase, but yes, if organization is facing that time, then they need to understand that this will be a time of 2 to 3 months. So there they can engage in their some of the products they can create for the for this situation, so that they can utilize those resources. And I would definitely request that instead of firing the resources, it's better to consume the resources and let them provide an opportunity on their on of the product ideas, which can help boost the economy as well. This is a very good chance, like for us as also to boost the economy by keeping the resources, let the cash
No,
flow in the market.
I'm talking the other way around because you got more
Okay.
business, all right, and
Mhm.
you had a team which was already working. So did the team come in
Right.
more pressure because now they have to do more work, or did you hire more people? How did you handle that?
Yeah, so definitely the hiring, we started hiring the resources. The new resources got onboarded during the last 2 months. And I would say that it was a difficult situation for us, because earlier we had a very round physical, the last round with the HR and all those things. So right now everything is happening with the video streaming, and we face a lots of issue that आवाज नहीं आ रही, ये नहीं हो रहा. So all those issues do appear in the interviews. Sometimes you're not able to they are not able to get connected because of the low bandwidth in their city area. So these are the issues definitely at the infrastructure level we are facing. But yes, the resources get onboarded due to this pressure situation. And right now we are just accommodating, so resources are not feeling the pressure. because for every new inquiries which we onboarded for a long projects, definitely we onboarded the resources. For a smaller project, then definitely the resources get okay that we can manage 2 to 3 projects. So
Hmm.
it's all about a mutual collaboration between the employers and the employee until because during the situation, what the best thing we did was we didn't cut the salary of any employees. It was my fundamental right at that time that even before the COVID started, I had that mindset ready that no employee's salary should get and no firing should happen until unless if an employee won't be performing, that would be a different issue.
Right.
But yes, the companies need to take care of it.
Right, right. Related to the same thing now, I want to know ki, from a digital company point of view, how do you see
Mhm.
your future? So where is CTD World heading in the next, say, 6 months or 1 year? And what are new things
Okay.
coming up at your end?
Okay, so we are basically coming up a very with the in a product in let's say 2 to 3 months in which we are like 40 to 60 lakhs people we want to that they get an employment. So we are working on that platform. Our designs are almost ready and we are already on like MVP version launch. So we are working on that product area in which like the employers they get a job quickly from a platform, and that platform could be like hourly basis, so it's not like you get a permanent job, you can get a job on a hourly basis. So already there was various freelance network outside India, but there was not a great platform in India. And right now
Right,
the unemployment rate is very huge, so I want to
right,
do something for them, for creating a common platform where they both can get the benefits.
right. And apart from this platform, as a company, what do you think in coming times, as an entire industry, I'll say the digital marketing agency, the other companies, how do you think the future is? Of course, it's very bright, but what do you think are the changes that are coming to all the companies and things like that in your work area?
Okay, so yes, digital marketing companies would be definitely facing a huge pressure, uh, because right now the problem which will happen with them is the client won't have that much budget as of now,
Right,
so that would be a disturbing area. But initially they can provide some means like a concession to them, so that like let them help right now in the client in this situation. And definitely after some months when they will also start getting a revenue, then definitely the client helps you a lot in
right,
that crisis situation. For me, I help one of the client like for a free services for 1 month, where 4 resources was working. I know that the client was not getting that revenue, but yes, then that client helped me in the next month. When he got the revenue, he give us the more work for us. So this is a mutual collaboration. If you, it's like empathy should be there, and definitely if you are doing good, then definitely the good will come back. So that's the very important thing.
right, right. Last part of my question segment is so a lot of businesses which were traditional,
Yeah.
for example, I talk about events and marketing business is where it was all about physical interactions is changing, right? There are so many other businesses, for example, the HR recruitment scenarios are changing. So, what do you think is one key point when a business is thinking about going digital? So, if as me as an event company, I'm thinking about going digital, what is that one thing you want to tell me, ki, Ankit, this is something you have to keep in mind. Rest everything will follow from a digital or
Okay.
getting online point of view.
Okay, so the one and the most important thing which I would say, which I say to everyone when they start a business, or even in this situation, like the event-based company or the sectors which are facing a issue, the security. Even if in a quickly they just go and they want to go digital, they just need to think about it when the user will get onboarded into their platform, how they will secure their data, how they will be using it for the marketing purpose. All the GDPR guidelines which are already in the market, they need to keenly study it. They don't go in a hesitation. But yes, the once these things are set, the security, then definitely there is a huge potential in this digital platform which can bring a huge amount of revenue for like the EchoEvents, which is doing a awesome job, like the webinar presentation. When I checked with the RJ, you had like last week
Right.
back. So this is the beauty of right now the platform, that we are able to interact with the those people digital, and other peoples are getting benefit right now, who can just
Right.
watch on the YouTube and the Facebook, and they can definitely pick out the things for them.
In fact, to all the audience who are watching, CTD World is a regular partner with us, and all that you see and that we do in terms of digital, they are the backend to all that we do, whether it's any kind of website or any kind of campaign that we are doing or all the things. So they are the ones who are guiding us and helping us do all this stuff as well, and a lot more things that me and Gaurav are working together on, and soon in the coming times, hopefully, we'll be out with a lot more services and things like that.
Yeah.
So yes, that is definitely coming. We're almost
Mhm.
time. We are just 4 minutes out. So I'll quickly take one question from the audience that we have. Anushka again is asking, do you think in future companies would prefer more freelancers than having permanent employees?
Yeah, this is a, I think, a very good question. Definitely, the freelancers would get a huge chance to interact with the client. The reason number one, I would say, is because of the like pricing. Right now, when a regular employee is working, and even a freelancer can give them a same amount of work, and they can get associated with the company, then definitely they will start getting momentum building up. But yes, they have the both upside and the negative sides in the freelancing community, so there should be a basic guideline need to be created, like because in the freelancer they are working with one of the client, and suddenly they will get a second client, they will ignore that first client. That happens,
Right.
not with everyone, but yes, most of the time it happens. So there would be definitely a platform where which we are creating that will help them. They don't need to worry that they should get a means like they should work in a one company. For those
Right.
people who want to just quickly learn this thing and then just get it done, so that for them I am creating a platform for them. So that platform would not help the regular employees, because they are working with organization and they should not involve in this thing. Then definitely for the freelancers, it's a very good opportunity for them, just work around the things.
Just so another quick thought on the what you said just now.
Yeah.
Do you think in future
Mhm.
being a freelancer would be better than being full-time employed and stuck with one kind of a thing or one kind of a company?
I would say that both would be definitely would be doing good. I won't say that it's like that, because I'm working with both of them. To be honest, I'm working with the freelancers as well. I'm working with them. I don't have any bad experience with for the full time or the freelancer. There is definitely a positive, negative side for both of them. But yes, as I said, that the freelancers, this is the thing which I have faced personally. When they get a new project, then they change their priorities and all. But I would say that in the full-time employee, they, until unless you have done a proper onboarding, you have the proper NDA signed with them, then definitely they will be doing what as per the company policies are concerned. And if the freelancers can be also in that NDA, could be start signing with them, they will also get involved into this way. It could be done in which like freelancers start also signing, they can have their own identity. Like in if I would say in the USA, the freelancers are earning more as compared to the full-time employer. But yes, there is a upside and negative side for both of them.
Right.
So it will be an equal opportunity for both of them.
Great. That was a wonderful discussion with you, Gaurav. And I'll just take a last
Yeah.
statement that you want to give out to all the people who have never been digital but now want to get digital. What is that one piece of advice you have already given for the businesses in terms of onboarding and stuff? But in general, people who want to
Yeah.
get digital and online now, your one piece of advice that they should follow.
I would say that like just the main thing, the digital, they should go digital is uh, the situation which COVID, we never planned that it will happen in right now. It's happened in China, and we never thought that it will come to here. So we need to really understand that circumstances can change at any time. Earlier we were recording the deaths in like 5 days. Right now it's every minute we are counting. So for all the digital organization, they need to be very flexible. They need to understand that the time would change very fast, and they have to adapt with right now what the market demand is. So they need to seek what is the market demand, and accordingly they need to quickly adapt it and quickly execute their plan. They don't need to go for the long term solution that let me just draw the sketches for, let's say, 2 to 3 months, then I will read a book and then I will hire something.
Right.
This won't work. He need to quickly, the word is changing, they need to quickly take the solution, and they need to quickly adapt it and get it done. So it's just like very proactive and engage.
So, as your company's tagline, I was reading, it says, "Be innovative, be moving, and be progressive." So, you have to keep moving. You
Right.
cannot stop at this point of time.
Correct.
Right. So that was wonderful,
Uh-huh.
Gaurav. I take these take backs with me so that we
Uh-huh.
have to change and we have to change and
Yeah.
adapt as soon as possible. The sooner we can do it, the better we can do in our
Correct.
respective business lines. So thank you so much for being a part. Thank you so much for
Correct.
coming on the show and
Yeah.
giving us your time.
Thanks.
And we will connect soon
Thanks,
again
Ankit.
and we'll continue
Yeah.
to create some amazing platforms
Sure.
as we are doing. Anyone who wants to connect with Gaurav
Sure.
can definitely reach him out on his Insta handles, his company Insta handle. Also, the website is mentioned on the video, so you can log on to the website and connect with Gaurav and the team, and they will help you out in every way you want to go digital or be online. So, thank you so much, Gaurav, and we'll soon connect again.
Thanks,
And
Ankit. Yeah.
let's see how things goes.
Yeah.
Great. Bye
Definitely.
bye. Please
Take
take
care.
care.
Yeah. Take care, Ankit. Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
All right, so that was Gaurav Sharma from CTD World. We had some amazing discussion, and as everyone has been talking about going digital, he being the forefront saying that there are a lot of changes that are happening in the recent times. The vendors or people who never thought would go digital are going digital. So it is time to change. It is time to adapt. All our experts have been saying so. My all the best wishes to all the people watching it and planning to go digital. Go ahead, do it, take your chance now because this is a time to connect, this is time to collaborate, and this is a time to do something different and new and convert the whole problem or the situation or the crisis into an opportunity and do things better. Well, we'll come back again on Thursday with another show of where it goes. Till then, as I always say, my हिंदी line सिर्फ दिन ढलना शुरू हुआ है, पूरी शाम अभी बाकी है. हम जल्दी वापस मिलेंगे, हमारी बहुत बात अभी बाकी है. Please take care, stay home, stay safe, and goodbye and tada.